Hello everyone. I just did my English daily broadcast, and doing that, an old story jumped into my mind. I'm trying to tell it again here in this video because it's really interesting thing how things work out and how bad experiences turn into good ones. 6 years ago, I was broke, I was down, I was depressed, even everything, because I left theater in 2012, and until 2015 I was unemployed, and I was broke, everything. The money didn't all my money went, my dog was very sick, so all my money went into the vet's bills, and there were days where I hardly had anything to eat. It's really happened. So I tried to leave theater and not to go back to theater, and because I wanted to try out something else, but it didn't work out. So in 2014, I decided the next job offer from theater I will accept. But you have to do job interviews first. So there were 3 opportunities showing up. And by that time, I had a very good friend living in the Frankfurt area, and one job was in the Frankfurt area. So I told my friend, there's a job opportunity in the Frankfurt area. And she said, you will move to my place. You can live here. You can live here, and I won't charge you any rent. You can recover your finances. You get here next summer. You get here next summer before you start that job. And I said, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't have a job interview yet. I just know there's an opportunity. You get here, you get here, you get here. She was totally positive and very excited. That was the summer before the summer I moved to my new job place. So we made plans for almost a year. And she wanted me to move there. She started like building up a new room, making furniture, getting furniture in. She was really looking forward. Within this year, I found out that she's a heavy alcoholic. I didn't realize it because they're alcoholic, you drink, but you don't smell. But I remember on a birthday I had, and I was at her place because I wanted to celebrate with her, and she was lying in her bed all day. I can't get out, I can't get out, I can't get out. And I thought, what's the problem? And then I said, well, I go alone. And she said, yeah, I will join you, I will join you. And while we were walking through a little town, I realized the smell of alcohol. And I thought, I'm not drinking. Is it me? Is it me? And I was like, that's her. She smells like alcohol. And she smelled more and more about alcohol. And then she started to have the shades down all day. So I went to her and I said, hey, sun is shining outside. Yeah, shit. And I thought, oh my God, and I'm going to move here. This is going to be complicated. Okay, we'll see how everything works out. Meanwhile, I was still waiting for the job interview. It didn't come from that theater in the Frankfurt area. And my mental health went down, decline, because nothing worked out. Then in January, I got a phone call from Augsburg in Bavaria. Total different direction, never been there, total new thing. So I thought on a cold January day, why not go for a job interview? With my last 50 euros, I bought a train ticket where I have to hop on, hop off. If you take normally a train from Frankfurt to Augsburg, it's like 3 or 4 hours. It took me 8 because I wasn't allowed to use the fast trains. Only the small trains, it was 50 euros forth and back. And it was a horrible trip that day. I went there to Augsburg, had a job interview, got hired immediately. And I swore to myself when I opened up to the theater option, going back to theater, I said, the first theater who wants me gets me. No matter what, no matter what. So I was pretty happy because yes, it's moving, it's moving, it's moving. Yeah, good. Called up my friend in Frankfurt. She was upset. She was screaming, yelling at the line. Why you coming here? I want you here. Why did you do that? She was really, and I was like, excuse me, I just found a job. Why aren't you happy for me? If the others take more time than usual, can't wait for them to decide. So she was upset. Later she apologized for that. But so everything was set. I'm not moving to her place. I have to find a new place in Augsburg, which is a total different story until I found something where I'm living right now for 6 years. So I went here and I started a little bit later. I thought I'd start in June, but then I started in September. So I moved here in June, everything set and go. And the other place in the Frankfurt area gave me a call for a job interview months later. I was already living here when they gave me a call. Oh, by the way, do you still want to have the job? I said, no, I'm already hired here in Augsburg. I can't. It took them 9 months to decide whether they want to have me or not in that Frankfurt area theater. 9 months. I would have waited until forever. But the interesting thing is, 1 week before I moved here to Augsburg, my friend passed away. She passed away in June. 1 week before I was moving here to Augsburg, she was passing away, which was actually the time where I wanted to move anyway, whether to the Frankfurt area or anywhere else. So if I would have pursued going to my friend's place, living at my friend's place, accepting no matter what that job offer from that Frankfurt area theater, I would have been lost. I wouldn't have had a place to stay because she passed away 1 week before I moved here to Augsburg. Just imagine. And she basically, as I found out later, she hid it very well. She drank herself to death. So I would have lived with an alcoholic who was on the verge of dying and not telling me because she knew she was dying. She didn't tell me. She wanted me to live at her place at any cost. Still have goosebumps when I think about that. If I would have waited for that opportunity to show up and I would have declined Augsburg, I would have been doomed. I was doomed. I already canceled my old apartment and was ready to move and everything. And just imagine sitting on packed boxes and then 1 week before you want to move, everything turns upside down. So, yeah, it seemed to be a bad experience because I thought, well, the plans were living with my friend. Yeah, going back where I grew up. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's do it. And then Augsburg showed up, total different direction in Germany. I said, I go there. There's a job. I go where the job is. And that was a good decision. Although we had a big argument on the phone, my friend and I. And during that time, I found out the last half year she lived, I found out she's an alcoholic. She hid it, highly depressive, using drugs, abusive. She was always hiding from me. And that wouldn't have been good to stay at her place as much as I liked her. And then she passed away. I couldn't even afford to go to her funeral because I didn't have any money to go to her funeral. Things turn out very, very strange, and sometimes you don't know why things turn out the way they turn out. But now I'm here, and I found myself here where I'm living right now. And I could use my potential, I could grow into my potential, especially in the last year, especially during the lockdown, which was no suffering to me at all. I'm looking forward to a future. And today I'm thinking of my friend who could have had the best life. Really. She had no money problems. She had her own house, everything. A fancy car. She was a very, very unhappy person. And drank herself to death. Yeah. Having everything doesn't mean you're a happy person. And yeah, I just wanted to tell you that story. It's interesting how things can work out in life. And sometimes you don't know why things go the way they go or don't go the way they go. Sometimes it's like, I don't know why it's not working out. I don't know why it's not working out. And there's always a reason for it. and has nothing to do with you being lazy or indecisive. Things jump away from you. Don't jump after it. It's sometimes identity. Know your identity. Yeah, that's what I wanted to tell today. It's a story that just came into my mind. I just wanted to share. 10 minutes, I'm sorry. I wanted to make it more brief, but I wanted to tell the whole story. So please enjoy the day and never, ever forget to enjoy your life.